What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am Moto AK47. If you are new to the channel, again, I am Moto AK47. I do truck videos, I do Corvette videos, landscaping videos, and moto vlogs on my motorcycles, all right? And a little bit of how-to stuff. Today's video is going to be on my 2001 Dodge Ram truck, all right? We are doing an engine bay cleaning, all right, using these products right here, super clean. I've watched a lot of Dallas Paint Correction. If you guys don't know who Dallas Paint Correction is, I'll put his name right here in the center of the screen, all right? But he has used a lot of this product, and so have other mobile detailers, but I figured I'd give it more of a try myself. I've used it before and I like what it does on engine bays and other parts of your vehicles as of cleaning. So going up to these products here, this is super clean. It comes in the purple bottles, all right? I'll be using this one today. All right, this middle one here is just the refill for this bottle, all right? This one here is the same exact thing but in foam. All right, so as you spray this on, it foams up and it sticks more to whatever you're cleaning. This one here just kind of, it sticks but it runs off, okay, as you're cleaning. All right, but this foamer will kind of stay on there a little longer while you're on other parts of the vehicle cleaning. So if you spray the entire engine bay, which we're about to do here, it'll stay on over here if you're cleaning over here, and vice versa. But as for this, you kind of got to work a little bit faster as it runs off faster. So now these will run you, depending on who you are, if you're a mobile detailer or if you're just a regular person, 5 to about 12 bucks, or 5 to about 15 bucks actually, if you're going to the auto parts stores. But mobile detailers can get this stuff pretty cheap. All right, now if you can't afford this stuff or don't want this stuff, remember something else that I use, which is another degreaser, is your dollar store product, guys. I did a couple or maybe 1 or 2 videos on this already. It is Oxygen Orange. It is a degreaser, all right, and the best part about it is only $1, all right, as opposed to maybe 15 bucks. All right, this is only $1. Oxygen Orange, you can get it at Dollar Tree, okay, or a dollar store. But one thing about this is super clean for an engine bay or anything else. Super clean will get more of the grease and grime and clean it better than this will, but this is still a very good product at $1. It still does the job. It still does what I need it to do whenever I use it. So this is very good. I have about 15 of these. I always keep 2 in my truck and 2 in my Corvette, just for quick little cleaning things, or if I'm going to a touchless wash or anything. But very good product right there, Oxygen Orange and super clean. So we're going to be using the super clean today on my engine bay. We are doing an engine bay cleaning. All right, I typically keep my engine bay pretty clean, all right, so it may not look very dirty right now because I actually cleaned it about maybe, I want to say 3 weeks ago. But as you guys know who live in Ohio, we had a April Fool's snow for April Fool's Day, so we got another snowfall, which means I was out there putting salt down on the roads, clearing the roads, plowing. So all that salt was just back on the roads and getting back all over our vehicles. All right, so I figured it's spring now here in Cleveland, Ohio. All right, the sun is shining. All right, we're all getting outside and enjoying spring finally. All right, so figured I'd get out here and make you guys a video after I got off work to show you how to clean your engine bay. All right, so getting started here, some of the things you'll need is obviously your super clean or whatever degreaser you're using. You're going to need a hose, all right, and I'll explain this in a minute. You're gonna need some brushes. These are just what I use. I'll explain that in a second also. And you're gonna need either 2 to 4 bags. All right, I have 1 bag covering my battery, all right, and I have 1 bag covering my cold air intake filter. All right, so going on here, to explain the hose. All right, for cleaning engine bays, all you need is a hose. You do not need a pressure washer. I'll say it again. For cleaning engine bays, all you need is a hose. All right, you do not need a pressure washer. Okay, you don't need a pressure washer. When I was younger, about 15, 16, 17, I actually did use a pressure washer to clean some of my engine bays and some of my cars, but you don't want to do that, guys. And explaining why here is because pressure washing your engine bays, you have a lot of connections, you have a lot of electrical in your underneath your engine bays, and things cannot take that much pressure underneath your engine bays, because when you put all that pressure from the water on these parts, it can loosen a connection, or it can pressure water into these connections here, and then you go to start your car and drive off, and then something's going on with your car, or you got a light on your dash coming on because of water got into one of your connections, and one of your connections is throwing a code in your car. All right, so there's a couple more reasons why you don't want to use a pressure washer, but those are the main reasons, guys. Now, when I was 15, 16, 17, I did use a pressure washer to wash the engine bays of some of my vehicles, and what I used was a frieght pressure washer, and this is the hose here and the pressure washer wand that I use. So, but what I did, because I knew this stuff, I basically had my setting on my pressure washer wand to the softest setting possible, and I held it far away from my engine bay as I was basically clearing all the soap and grime and dirt off of the engine bay. All right, but still, this was kind of like a no-no, but this is all that I had. All right, so, and I took precaution with it. I had my setting here on my wand at the lowest and widest spray ability, and then I held it far away from the engine bay itself. All right, so that's the whole engine bay pressure washer no thing. All right, so going furthermore, I don't really use all those fancy detail brushes and stuff like that. I find that these two brushes do just fine and what I need them to do. This is a basic tire cleaning brush, all right, that you can get off Amazon, and this is a basic paint brush that you can get at the dollar store or Home Depot or wherever you're shopping at. It's cheap, all right, but I generally use this on my plastic right here, all right, and my air intake, okay, and then I'll use it on my brake reservoir and my windshield washer reservoir and my coolant reservoir, and then I'll use my paintbrush for everything else to get down into the crevices of everything else. All right, and this is 76.2 millimeter paintbrush. All right, it's big enough to where you're not using a bunch of elbow grease to get every piece down there, but it's small enough to get every piece down there and get in there pretty good. All right, and then you're gonna let your product also work for you as well. Okay, and again, I'll be using Super Clean for this video. Okay, so we'll cover this back up real quick. And after I clean my engine bay here, another tool that you need, if you have it, is a blower. All right, if you have an automotive blower or a landscape blower or a handheld blower or electric blower, all of those are fine, use them. But this will basically just make the drying process of your engine bay faster, and you want to dry your engine bay after. Don't just let water sit in here, all right, and don't just hurry up and hop back in your car or your truck and immediately drive. All right, give your engine bay a little bit of time to dry off. And using a blower, what I'm using right now is my backpack blower, makes it a lot easier of the drying process. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this started, guys. What I'm going to do first here is just demonstrate the difference between the foamer and the regular super clean. All right, you'll see the difference of them. That's the difference, guys, of the foamer and the regular super clean. All right, on both sides. Get in here good so you can see that. You see the foamer kind of sticks a bit better and is there a little bit longer, as opposed to this where you see just your little soapy bubbles and it's beginning to run off of my plastic here. But my foamer, even on this my hose here, my radiator hose, it's still sticking on there. All right, and that's kind of what you want more of when you're cleaning engine bays and other parts of your car. And I kind of prefer the foamer myself, but today I've got a lot of this to use up, so I'm going to be using this today on my engine bay. All right, and again, this is only $1, so if you don't want to buy this, go to your dollar store or Dollar Tree, pick this up for $1. It works just as good. All right, but it doesn't clean that oily and greasy gunk all that well, but it does the job. All right, so first, going off here, I'm gonna spray everything down with my super clean. All right, then I'm gonna go in and agitate where I need to. Then we're gonna use our hose to lightly spray everything down, and then we're going with my backpack blower here and dry everything off. All right, and remember, make sure your air filter, if you want to cover your alternator, you can, and your battery are covered up. I sometimes don't cover them up because I'm pretty careful, but for the sake of the video and showing you guys, I covered them up. So I'm just spraying everything down here with my super clean. Getting everything all soapy. And again, my engine bay isn't really the dirtiest because I do clean it often. All right, but I'm just showing some of you guys, if you're scared of cleaning your engine bays or scared of putting water on your engine bays, you don't have to be, guys. And again, if you watch Dallas Paint Correction, he talks about this pretty good and a lot. All right, you don't have to be scared of this, guys. As long as you're doing it right and correctly and not literally drowning your engine bay in water, you'll be all right. All right, so got everything pretty soaked up here. Now with this stuff, all right, if you're in the sun using it, try and work quickly, all right, because it will dry up on you. All right, so to do that, to keep it moisture or keep it wet, use your hose to mist down your engine bay as you're working. All right, and you'll probably see me doing that because I got a little bit of sun beating down on this section of my engine bay. All right, so we're gonna get in here and start working this stuff around, guys. So again, I use this bigger brush on the plastic right here. super clean is drying up a little bit on me, so I'm gonna go to my mist spray and just mist my product, because you don't want your product to dry on you because it'll leave some spots. So that's pretty good. Continue to work it. Get in here with my paintbrush for my air filter housing. Now probably skip ahead a little bit. All I'm doing is working the product everywhere, all right, using my paintbrush to get in the crevices, making sure everything is hit once with agitation before I rinse off. Using my wheel brush here to clean off my brake reservoir. All right, guys, so I've worked everything in, and now I'm gonna go to my cone setting here, all right, and just spray everything down. I'm not gonna use a bunch of water. I'm just gonna hit everything at least once, all right. Guys, everything has been hit with water, all right, once over pass. Okay, so now we're going to go in with our blower and dry the engine bay off. Alright guys, now my engine bay is cleaned and dry. Alright, kind of just a few little tiny wet spots, but that's alright. Now, some of you guys can end your cleaning right here, alright, but if some of you guys want to go just a little bit step further, you can dress your engine, alright, but I mean really, but okay, be careful when you dress your engine bays, all right. Do not, I repeat, do not use tire shines as your engine bay dressings, okay. Do not do this. I've learned this from another guy, or the same guy, Dallas Paint Correction, on why not to use tire dressings as your engine bay dressings. All right, why? Because of this guy right here. All right, and all the rest of your electronics. All right, and your wires. All right, if you use tire shine, all right, and spray tire shine all over your plastics and all over whatever you want to have that wet looking shine to it. All right, yes, like Dallas Paint Correction says, it does look pretty and shiny and good, like everything's all clean and nice and fancy. All right, if you're a mobile detailer, that's what some of your customers may want, but again, you are doing them a disservice. All right, you are harming or potentially harming their engines. All right, why? Because if you spray, all right, this tire shine all over the engine bay, all right, tire shine is made to seep into the rubbers on your tire. All right, so if you spray it in your engine bay, it is going to seep into your connections, all right, which is bad. Again, like that high pressure water that I talked about here recently. You don't want to use a power washer to clean your engine bay. A hose is just fine. All right, but the same thing goes with the tire shines. Putting tire shines on your engine bays, it's not good. If you put tire shine around your alternator, all right, or wherever your alternator is located, this tire shine is going to wear off one day and start coming off of whatever you put it on. And if it leaks down into your alternator, all right, it will mess your alternator up. All right, your alternator will get a bunch of gunk and sliminess around it and inside of it, and your alternator will stop working. All right, you'll come out to start your car one day, all right, and your car won't start. You got to figure out what's going on with your car, and I guarantee you it'll be because you put tire shine near and around or in your engine bay, and after a while it started to run off and wear off and seep down into the crevices of your connections, your alternator, your battery even, or even into your air filter, depending on where it is. All right, do not use tire shines. All right, guys, don't do it. Now, what I use, all right, if I want to go a step further and dress up my engine bay a little bit around my cold air intake plastic, all right, or my plastic up here, that's pretty much the only two things that I really do in my engine bay. All right, you can go further if you got a lot more plastic than I do, but what I do only is I use either interior detail or regular detailing for clay bars, all right, and just spray my plastic with it, wipe it down with a microfiber, see how that looks. If I want it even a little bit more, I use a very small dab, very small, of plastic and trim restore. All right, this is just what I have right now. It's from Trinova. All right, I dab it on an applicator pad. All right, very small, little, I want to say maybe for this plastic right here, maybe no bigger than a dime. All right, and hit that. All right, so I'll show you guys that here in a second. So again, what I use is interior exterior detail. Spray my plastic with it, all right, wipe it down, and as you can see already, that looks pretty good. All right, that has that matte finish to it. All right, a clean matte finish with just a hint of that shininess to it. All right, but if you want even more than that, all right, and that still looks pretty good, honestly, and I personally would just leave it at that. But for some of you guys, I know you really love to dress your engines up, but for me, like I said, for a panel or a piece of plastic this size, probably only a dime size. All right, so just like that, and I'll take here, and I'll just simply wipe it down. All right, And that's it, guys, right there. That's all you need. Don't put any more on there, okay? Because like I said, it's almost pretty much the tire shine is going to wear off. All right, and you don't want a whole big glob of tire shine or dressing or whatever you're using to run off onto your electrical connections or your alternator. All right, it's only going to cause you problems. Yes, it does look nice and clean and shiny underneath your engine bay, and your customers, if you're a mobile detail, they'll say, wow, ooh, that's really clean and shiny. But you are doing them a disservice. All right, down the road their car is going to start having problems, and they won't figure out, or maybe not find out, or they will find out, depending on how much looking into it they do, that it was because of you or yourself putting tire shine into their vehicle or your own vehicle. All right, so that is how you clean and dress an engine bay correctly, guys. So thank you guys for watching. Again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I got more truck content coming here in a second. Got more landscaping stuff coming. Got more moto vlogs and Corvette content coming as well, now that it is spring here in Cleveland, Ohio, and we finally got the good weather coming. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Follow me on Instagram, MotoAK47. Peace.